I stood in the doorway of my brother's house with my bag still on my shoulder when he said it casually, almost carelessly. He told me I couldn't stay the night because they had an early trip planned the next morning and needed space. His words were polite, but the message was clear. I was an inconvenience. I smiled, nodded, and told him I understood, even though something heavy settled in my chest. That night, I stayed at a small hotel nearby. As I lay awake, I thought about how often I had adjusted my life for him, babysitting at the last minute, canceling my own plans, always being available. This time I decided I wouldn't argue or beg. Instead, I would quietly step back and let him experience the absence he seemed so comfortable creating. The next morning, I made a few silent changes. I canceled the airport drop-off I had arranged for them weeks ago. I also withdrew the use of my car, which they planned to take on the trip, and politely informed the travel agency that I would no longer be covering the hotel reservation I had booked as a gift. I didn't announce any of this to my brother. I simply let things unfold naturally. By afternoon, my phone buzzed repeatedly. Missed calls. Messages filled with confusion and frustration. Their trip was delayed, transportation fell through, and the budget no longer worked the way they expected. I replied calmly, explaining that since I wasn't welcome to stay, I assumed my help wasn't needed either. There was silence after that. Later, my brother finally called, his voice softer than before. He admitted he hadn't realized how much I had been contributing or how his words had hurt me. For the first time, he listened without interrupting. That night, I didn't feel guilty. I felt peaceful. I learned that sometimes the strongest response isn't confrontation, but quiet boundaries and the courage to let people feel the consequences of their choices.